I am Vinnie Tortorich, folks. Your good intentions have been stolen, but don't worry. I'm here to help you get them back. You may be soft and succulent at the beginning of this process, but hang in there. Before long, you'll be lean and mean, guaranteed, just like the woman who is manning the other mic. I'm talking about the beautiful Miss Gina Grad. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Smokey Robinson. Gina, do you know that song?
Was that Tears of a Clown?
That's Tears of a Clown.
Very random, I gotta tell you.
But you know why? I mean,
I know why.
Did you hear the word when I was thinking of some of the words? Because as you know, everything reminds me of what?
A song.
All right. And the conversation we were having off the air made me think of that song because, there's a lot going on in my life and I have to jump in here and go, hey, nothing's going on. Let me talk about your health. Right? I got to hear that again a little bit. Can we go?
That's so great.
Let's listen to these lyrics. Let me see if I can get it to where the lyrics start.
We've all been there when it comes to doing live radio. Even more, I contest even more than actors, because then you're playing a character. When we come on, we're still ourselves. We just have to compartmentalize when we're really going through it.
Yeah. Look, people have often asked me because, and I'm sure you get the same question. Because I've done the Corolla show 100 times and you did what, 3,000? How many thousand?
Out there. I mean, 300 times 8. 8 years.
Yeah, that's a long time. That's a lot of shows. So, all right. People always ask me, hey, what's Adam really like? And my answer is, you listen to the show? Yeah. He's really like that. Would you say the same thing?
Exactly the same.
Now, people are now asking me, hey, Mike Rowe, what's he really? What's Mike?
Yeah, don't BS me.
I've been to dinner with Corolla several times. I've been with him when he's had a couple of belts. He's still the same guy.
Yep.
Right? Mike Rowe, Chuck Klausmeyer's often said, I wish we had the mics rolling. But it's like, it's the same show, right? Like he's no different and he's genuine, right?
He certainly seems to be.
Right. But there's certain things, and I think I'm that guy too. Am I different off the air? Do I treat you differently off the air than on the air?
The only thing that's different is if the audience can even wrap their heads around this, the jokes are somehow even more disturbing.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes, I do have a demented way. Look, I'm the guy that on this podcast, my mom laughs every time I tell this joke. And she knows the answer, but she plays along every time. Do you know what the joke is? Do you know?
No idea.
Famously, my mom has been on the show, and I've been to her on the show.
Maury.
You know how you get a nun pregnant, right?
How?
You fuck her. And my mom laughs every time. And my mom
say that to your mother?
My mother almost became a nun. Yeah, my mom and I have a special relationship. She learned a long time ago that I am who I am, and that's it.
Like Popeye.
Yeah, folks, you can go, I am who I am. Yeah. Yeah. And we had and my dad will tell you, had they not gotten married, she was on her way to the convent.
Wow. And there'd be no little Vinnie.
This woman sits vigil with a statue. They have like a perpetual thing, the old Italians do it.
Right.
She sits with the statue and prays. She belongs to 2 different prayer groups.
Wow. And so the statue can't be left alone?
Apparently, no.
Wow.
And it's in the basement of the church.
So they make them sit in the basement?
Yeah, they sit in the basement. The church that I grew up, Ascension Catholic, it's got one of those, it's got one of those national things in front of it. It's a landmark.
Oh, like a historical,
historical landmark. Yeah, it's a beautiful church.
Wow.
The marble was shipped from Europe for that church.
My.
Yeah.
So this is one of those rinky-dink stucco churches that you see in every suburb.
Go online and look up Ascension Catholic Church, and you'll see the church where the nuns abused me.
Oh boy.
And it's a beautiful, that's why I can't watch any movie where they have like the pious kind of music and
Right.
and the beautiful church and the whole thing, because all of that gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Oh, this church this is Donaldsonville.
Hmm.
This looks like something out of a movie. I
Yeah,
mean, this is
you can shoot a movie in that church. It's
this looks like St. Patrick's Cathedral.
yeah,
This is
yeah.
incredible.
It's an incredible church, and it's on the National Register. And
It better be. It is stunning.
yeah, it is a special place that I have bad memories. Our
Yeah.
high school was right next to that church. That's where I went to school.
When was the last time you set foot in that church? Just out of curiosity.
My mom's brother's funeral about a year ago.
Was it tough to walk in there?
No, I go in for those kind of things.
Yeah.
I can disassociate with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's weird when I go to Europe. I love going to old churches and chapels and everything else, like
Mhm.
old graveyards and all of
Yeah. The history. Yeah.
yeah, I can separate it because it's people. I have nothing against religion.
Yeah.
People say to me all the time, "Oh, we wish you wouldn't say Jesus H Christ," and it's like, listen, I'm not taking the Lord's name in vain, and I wish I can feel differently, but it was
Yeah.
beaten. They literally,
Literally.
physically beat it out of me.
And that was your experience. And
Yeah,
I don't love it. It's like, if that doesn't work for you, then don't say it. But please don't tell somebody else how to speak.
yeah, because you know me, I tell everyone you have the right to say whatever you want to say, and I will. Being an American, I will. I don't care what you're saying on either side of the coin.
Yeah.
I
You'll
don't I
defend
don't
their
have
right
to
to say it.
I don't I might not respect your right. I might
Yeah.
not believe what you believe, but I believe you have the right to say it. And at 62 years old, if I had to defend that, I would.
Yeah.
I would.
I 100% believe you, and that's why, I not that I would anyway, because we're fairly aligned on many things, but, yeah, I'm with you. I mean, this is, as cuckoo as things feel and, a little out of control or whatever, I'm still happy to be here, and I gotta tell you, nothing and I think I speak for all of society when I say, "Boy, do we compartmentalize during the Olympics." So much pride in our athletes.
Yeah, so I want to talk a little bit about that. I want to get into Simone Biles a little bit
Oh,
because I'm a
I
big fan.
we've been watching gymnastics and track and field and water polo, everything.
Well, track and field is getting ready to come up. First, I want to talk about, I can't remember which country he was from. I sent you the thing, the guy who
Turkey!
won the pistol contest.
Istanbul.
Now, explain why this guy is special, Gina, and then
Okay.
I will give you my opinion on this.
Thank you. I will say this from a complete lay person who doesn't know anything about this. And it's so funny because all these memes are going around about him that he's an assassin, and that's why he can do it so casually. But long story short, this middle-aged guy from Istanbul, goes in for the what do you call it?
10 millimeter air rifle.
Thank you.
I don't know.
And while everybody else is coming in looking like they're from the, fancy districts of the Hunger Games with these crazy eye patch things with like magnifying glasses and like these incredible outfits that are designed by, top designers and just looking sleek and having all this crazy equipment on. This dude comes in with his gun, a t-shirt and jeans, no eye protection, just his glasses, like his reading glasses, no ear protection, stands with his hands in his pocket and starts popping off shots, and I think takes the silver?
Yeah, he won. I don't know if he won silver or gold, but he was on the podium. So
Incredible.
here's the deal. Most pistol shooters who do, the accuracy stuff with the 10 millimeter hand, they're all 10 millimeter, whether it's handgun, meaning the 22 caliber
Uh-huh.
pistol that goes pop, 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 or
Right.
the
Boom,
air
boom,
rifle,
boom. Oh, okay.
with
Right.
Okay, here's the deal. The reason you see most people or several people with one eye with a patch over it, with these crazy kind of funky things that look like,
Yeah, like sci-fi.
like something from Mengele, messing with people.
Very weird.
Yeah. Okay. Coddington, my buddy Don Coddington.
It's the billionaire. Don Coddington's Friday, 5 o'clock.
He was like, yeah, look at that, Vin. You don't need all the special stuff on your face and all this stuff. This guy is like Dirty Harry. He just goes in and he does this.
He just walked off the street. Oh, okay, I'll try.
Look what he did.
Yeah.
All right, first off, they all keep a hand in their pocket or the other hand goes behind their back just to steady their body. Most of them put the hand in the pocket.
He looked so casual, though, with that hand in the pocket.
They all do, because it's got to be a relaxed stance, right?
Interesting.
So they all have the hand in the pocket. By the way, do you know who makes most of those guns? It's
No
a
idea.
company called Pardini, spelled just like Peter Pardini, the guy I worked with on Fatta Documentary.
Right.
Pardini gunny. I have a couple of super accurate, they're called match 22s. I have a couple of them. I can't shoot them to their potential.
Of course
right?
you have.
I would have to go there to the range every day for several hours, as these people do, and just shoot thousands of rounds and like tens of thousands, because you don't get good just by showing, just getting the gun and the equipment doesn't make you good.
Sure. It doesn't, doesn't
I
make
have
you
one of the best guns and is maxed out. I got all the stuff made for it and the whole thing, and I still can't shoot it anywhere near its potential.
Got it.
Right. And I never will, because I just won't practice enough.
It's not your thing.
I'm not big into handguns like that.
Yeah.
Now, if I went out with you or anyone else, or they would go, "Oh my God, I've never seen anyone." Yeah, I'm good enough
but
to.
Compared to an Olympian, you're not going to
not even close.
Be excited about it. Yeah.
Okay. Not most people, but a lot of people have. Let's say you're right-handed, and I think this guy is right-handed.
I can tell you right now. Let me look at the picture.
You can see which hand the gun is in.
Yep, right-handed.
Okay. He's also right eye dominant. A lot of people are right-handed, but left eye dominant. You won't find that anywhere. So what we do is, so when I hold my shotgun up, if I have a little patch. It doesn't go over the middle of my eye. I just put it on my shooting glasses. It's a little fuzzy patch that goes right here.
Why?
Because you see, there's two ways so when I look down the barrel of a gun, whether it's a pistol or a shotgun, I see two barrels and they're doing this, almost like a drunk person.
Yeah, what he's doing with his fingers, kind of moving them out and in and out and in.
Like you see two barrels kind of ghosting over each other,
right?
And you don't know which one is the right barrel.
Okay.
Right? Because I'm right-handed, left eye dominant. I actually know a right-handed guy who taught himself to shoot left-handed in skeet instead of wearing a patch. Some people do that. That is not common at all, because you're teaching yourself to do something. Think about if you're a right-handed batter and you try to go left-handed.
Oh, it's very difficult.
Very difficult.
Not that I'm a sportsman, but just for whatever it's worth, I'm left-handed and left eye dominant. So maybe I could be the next Turkish silver medalist. Or
maybe the American.
Yeah, maybe.
You would just have to want to spend a lot of time practicing. So, he's right-handed, right hand. So what most people do when they have a pistol, you'll see in the movies, they'll close. So if you close your left eye, now you only see one barrel.
Right.
So if you're left eye dominant, you got to close your left eye so that now your right eye is all you got.
Gotcha.
Right.
And so you're not having any of that double vision or anything like that.
But that causes a bit of a problem. When you close one eye, what most people don't realize is you lose a bit of your depth perception.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it's better to shoot a gun with both eyes open. Even me doing this into the camera with my fingers, I see two sets of fingers.
Yeah, same.
Right? So if you're seeing two sets of fingers and then you close an eye, all of a sudden you see one set of fingers.
Comes into focus, but it moves a little. Yeah.
Yeah, it moves back and forth like that, right? It brings it into focus.
Right.
Well, you could keep both eyes open, just put something on the outside right here, and it trains your eye to now see one thing. Most people have that thing that it's like this weird frame.
Yes.
And then it just drops right over, and you'll notice that's where it is.
Interesting. That's why. Got it.
If you watch any of the archers, because the same problem happens with archery.
Sure.
And I've been watching a lot of archery because I like archery actually more than gun.
Well, You do archery
I
too.
I do Olympic. I shoot Olympic recurve because I like to pretend I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
So
I thought you like to pretend you're Robin Hood, but either way.
when you do archery, you're turned to the side, and if you notice, a lot of them. I was watching this girl from Germany, the girl from Mexico, even though she lost out, so you won't see her anymore. Germany, Mexico, and a lot of the Koreans. Listen. If we ever go to war with Korea, we need to blow up their bow and arrow factories
Make
because
sure they don't have any bow and arrow.
geez, those people can shoot. But you'll notice what archers do, since their eyes are cocked to the side, they'll squint one eye, they'll squint the eye, and that's what I do. I don't wear a patch when I shoot archery. You just squint the other eye, and if you squint it just enough, you make it blurry enough to where now you can see through your scope and you can do it. Right?
That makes sense because you're not looking at it head on.
So you're going, why is it just one guy that, why don't you see more? There are a lot more, but they didn't make it to the finals.
Got it. And it just looked so strange to us that we had to make a big deal out of it, especially because we don't understand the sports.
And he's 51 years old against a bunch of kids from Korea and China. For some reason, the Asians are better with those sports than anyone else.
Interesting.
When you get into air rifles and the 22s, you go look at it, like even for our country, the best shooters are all Asian. I don't know if they just get into it and their parents are into it. You get into whatever your parents are into.
Of course. And I can't speak, of course, for Asian Americans, but for people who come from Asian countries, I wonder if just culturally the precision sports are just more coveted or, like that's not really our thing.
Well, think about it. I mean, the best cars are made where?
Germany, Italy?
No.
Oh, well, I've been talking to Corolla too long.
Italy makes the most beautiful cars.
Okay. Let's try that again. Ask me again.
All right. Name the two number one cars in the world.
Toyota and either Subaru or Honda.
Honda.
Yeah.
Right. I've always said if anyone's driving anything else, they made a bad decision. Subaru is right there because a lot of Subaru stuff is made in the Toyota factory.
And I got one of the reasons I continued to get a Subaru is because of you.
Oh, we have one. We still have one. We have two Toyotas and a Subaru. So the bottom line is they're into precision.
Right.
Right. The reason their cars, the tolerances on their cars are so tight is these people are into precision. So that's why, that guy is not some kind of, there are a lot of people like him. He made it to the finals.
And he did it in jeans, which we also enjoy.
Yeah, we enjoy
He's very you.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's that. Simone Biles.
Oh, God. Incredible.
Greatest of all time. I mean, she's the greatest American of all time. I mean, there's Olga Corbett, there's
Nadia Comaneci,
and some of these, but she is now the greatest American of all time.
She's literally the greatest American hero.
She was before this. Her athleticism is beyond.
Yeah.
Beyond. And the only person that can beat her is her teammate if she continues on for another couple of Olympics. That woman is amazing also.
There's a couple. I know
something or
Suni Lee.
Suni Lee, yeah. That woman is amazing. These are amazing people.
Yeah.
I love that she finished floor X last night in the individual medal. And there was no question. There was no question that she nailed it and she got the gold medal.
Yes, and this is a little fun fact, which it had to be pointed out to me, which I thought it was hysterical. Because her stunts, for lack of a better word, are so hard and so powerful, she does tend to step out of bounds every once in a while just because the force pulling her back. And, and you get like a 1/10 of a point shaved off or whatever.
Right.
So she did this insane thing and barely stepped out. And did she panic? No. In the middle of her routine, she rolled her eyes. She's like, here we go. No, Simone Biles.
No, in that final, she didn't. She stayed bounds the whole thing.
It wasn't the final. It was one of them where she was so confident. She was like, oh no. She's like, here we go.
That was in a team event.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was it was the team event when
Hysterical.
she did floor X for team event. That was the one when she got like almost 12 feet high.
Yes.
Yeah,
Literally.
and when she landed the heel barely stepped out, but
Yeah.
I think the whole world went, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Move on.
Spring-loaded floor or not, this little fidget was able to go 12 feet high,
Incredible.
which is a great.
She's 4'8".
Listen, I hate to sound like Hitler here, but when she and her husband have kids, oh my God, can you imagine an athlete? Because her husband's an NFL star.
Yeah, isn't he on the Bears?
Jesus Christ, Gina.
No.
Green Bay. Come on.
Oh, God. What have I said? I'm sorry.
Really, Gina?
Oh,
Really?
my father is spinning in his grave.
You know what? I think I need to find a new co-host.
You might. I understand what a cardinal sin that was.
Oh my God. Gina.
The Bears. Oh God, people. Oh, they're never going to forgive me for that one.
Yeah.
Arch enemies.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
So anyway, yeah, those two people will make a super athlete.
Oh, a superhuman. Yeah.
And speaking of him, the fact that he was there, did you see the stars that were there watching that?
Insane.
Every athlete in the world, every top athlete, every other GOAT in the world was there.
Yes.
Right?
And Snoop.
Huh?
And Snoop, of course.
I didn't see Snoop.
Oh, I thought he came to. I mean, he's just in every shot at every event.
Yeah. But yeah, even the guy that skateboards, Tony.
Oh, Tony Hawk.
Yeah, he was there. It's like every GOAT from it's like, oh my God, they're all here watching greatness.
Yeah.
You know?
It was incredible.
Now for the problem.
Uh-oh.
This woman is the greatest athlete around today. She can do ads for anyone.
Correct.
Can you imagine? And I do not begrudge her for doing this. And I'm not taking, I still love her. I'm not taking anything away from her.
I'm nervous.
But the fact that Lilly, the drug company, got her to do ads, and the way they did it, since she doesn't have a problem with her own cholesterol or A1Cs, I don't know, I can't remember. So they get her mom in the ad going, hey, because her mom is famous too, because you see her mom all the time.
Right.
Hey, I'm Simone's mom, basically. Right. And I got this problem, which she may or may not have. But of course, it's her and Simone. Simone's not saying anything. Simone is walking through the ad with her.
Right.
You know, they're walking through. And I'm like, wow, I get it. You need to make as much money as you can while you can. But come on, girl. I mean,
there was no shortage of people wanting to throw money at her.
The whole world. I mean, she could do any ad she wants. Right?
Wow.
Any ad she wants. I mean, she could do car ads. She could do, hell, please go do a cereal box ad. Go do Wheaties. I'm good. You know,
well, and sorry, I don't know if I'm correcting you or if I'm adding to what you're saying, because I just Googled it, and this could be an offshoot of that. She's doing commercials for Mounjaro.
That's what it was. It was yeah, Mounjaro.
That's
the GLP-1
weight loss drug. Yeah.
But they weren't saying weight loss. They I think they threw that at the end. It's like, hey, yeah, and I always love the GLP-1 commercials because they all say, hey, you take this and you could get your A1Cs down to 7. Okay, so take your drug and you're still sick. It cure you because guess what? You know what 7 is, Gina?
What? Not good.
Still diabetic. You still have type 2 diabetes.
Yeah, this says originally intended for people living with type 2 diabetes. Her mom, Nellie Biles, Nellie, who's a retired nurse, lives with the condition every day, and it's something that Simone has been an advocate for throughout her career.
Okay, I don't remember that, but maybe because look, I'm going to be honest. I don't follow Simone Biles until it's Olympic time.
Yeah,
and I felt so bad for her last Olympics when she got the yips and she ended up having to drop out.
Yeah,
what she did last night makes her the greatest hero ever, and I don't fault her for anything. But come on, you could do it. You could go to any company in the world, not just America.
Yeah.
On the planet and get the best deal ever. Why are you doing this?
I have no clue is my final answer. But if I'm conspiracy theorizing, I would guess if you're going, look, I don't care. My career is going to be over before I realize it. I'm trying to make hay while the sun's shining. Who is give me the most? I would imagine it'd be a drug company has the most money.
And look, I'm sure she didn't even think about it. Her manager, agent, oh,
Right.
hey, they're giving you $20 million.
Yeah.
And,
And
by
I
the way, your mom gets 10 million.
right.
You know,
And we all know that drug companies are the ones to go to when, for cash flow, I would think.
oh, it's monopoly money to them.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to end the show with a very high note.
Oh, good.
I was in a meeting a couple of hours ago, right up until this podcast started. I was in a meeting, and I started getting messages. Congratulations, your movie is now out on Amazon. Dirty
Yes!
is finally out, Gina.
Finally! We've been waiting for how many months?
Like 65. Actually, this woman, Robin Dobbins, has been keeping a count on Instagram as to how many days it's been. Let me see if I can find her account really fast.
Because I remember when we announced it, and then you were like, it's not there.
End of May, yeah. And every day, Robin has been dutifully keeping a count.
So over 2 months.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. It was supposed to come out on May 30th. Here's Robin Dobbins' account. Let's go there. Let's see.
God, I love that name.
Yeah, it's like you could have married anyone else, but you married a guy 64 days, 13 hours, 47 minutes, and 59 seconds until it came out.
59 seconds. Robin Dobbins might take gold over Elaine Lelaine, which I also love.
Yeah. She made this.
She really has a counter on it.
She has a counter. Yeah.
Well, hallelujah.
Robin Dobbins and Elaine Lelaine are the two leaders in the club. And both of them could have married someone else. Right? She married a guy named Dobbins.
That's so great.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, God love her for keeping count. And thank you, Amazon. Oh, Amazon on high, for finally deeming the documentary ready to go.
No, wait, let's not thank Amazon too much.
Okay.
Because they put the movie under not documentaries.
Oh, okay.
Special interest. So, folks, you got to go find Dirty Keto. If you put Dirty Keto into the search thing, you'll find it there. But they're making it impossible for anyone else to find it. It's under special interest. And it's got a PG-13 rating, which drove Mike Rowe nuts. Like, Mike Rowe lost his mind over that.
I don't understand. I've seen it. What am I missing?
Mike Rowe said the same. He goes, you didn't say, because he listens for that kind of thing.
Right.
He goes, you didn't say one word off center. You didn't do anything. The only dirty word in it is the word dirty in the title. That is it.
And you never get an explanation, I imagine.
Nope. They wrote to us about 3 weeks ago and said, hey, we've decided we'll put this out if you sign this piece of paper saying that it's a PG-13 rating. I couldn't make this up if I tried.
Okay. I don't get it. I've seen it. I don't get it.
Did you like the movie?
I loved the movie.
Are you just saying that because we're friends and you're looking at me on StreamYard?
I watched it 3 times.
Okay, that's more than I've watched it, and I made the damn.
I mean, the damn thing's about an hour. You can watch it more than once.
It's exactly 59 minutes. My goal was to bring it in under an hour.
You did it.
And a lot of people have commented. Corolla commented about that. Mike Rowe did. Everyone who, I think Steve Owens, another podcast I've done, they all go, thank you for making this compact, straight to the point, enjoyable, on and on and on. So
yeah, trimming the fat, as it were.
Yeah.
And it's such an incredible, I was going to say companion piece to Fat and Fat 2, but like Fat and Fat 2 are like kind of the broader picture, like, hey, you don't know what NSNG means and you don't really know what fat does to you, but you know what you're told fat has done to you. And that brings the broad audience in. And now the quote unquote savvy audience,
Right.
oh, I already know I do keto. Well, I do dirty keto. I already know everything. Now you're specializing it a little more, still for the masses, because all the masses know about keto. And now we're getting into the next level, and it is the right time for this. And I'm no, let me rephrase that. 2 months ago was the right time for this, but Amazon deemed it available now, so it's the right time, and I'm so glad you did this.
Yeah.
It is excellent, really.
So we're hoping that everyone will go out and watch it, rent it
Go
or
right
buy
now.
it.
Yes.
Go get it, because the way we're going to roll this out is, look, guys, I get it. It's, don't cry me a river, but it costs a lot of money to do these.
Certainly does.
I'm
But you become a multimillionaire, right?
Oh, you should see, I got a yacht.
Yeah, you don't lose
Yeah.
money on this.
Yeah. So I'm hoping to recoup enough money to where I can start putting it on every time you go to another platform, it costs thousands of dollars. So I said, one platform, if it does well, I will take that money, put it on another platform and another, and kind of do what was being done before, where it ends up on like 65 VODs around the world.
Well, and yes, and not only that, but this is the money that funds the next project. So if there's
Yeah.
no money for this project, then I guess we're done making documentaries.
That's right. I've always felt I've kept this money separate from my own money.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's mine, even though I crowdfunded it. Everyone gave me the money. Everyone would say that's rightfully your money. And I feel like this movie belongs to Kurt Lapeerd
Right.
and Robin Dobbins and
Mhm.
anyone else who, did you put money in this movie, Gina?
You know I put money in.
Gina Grad and everyone else who put money in it. I put money in it. I put the most money into it. I put
Sure.
tens and tens and tens of thousands to finish it.
Christ.
But I feel like we had $250,000 to work with on the first movie, and I don't feel like that's my money. So every time the money comes back, it goes into that account, and I figure out another way to educate people with documentaries.
That's project money.
If people don't buy this documentary or go watch it or tell their friends to watch it, we're done and I'm good, because I don't make money on documentaries.
Yeah.
It's a labor of love. And if it stops here, I'm just as happy as if I do the next documentary.
But having a possible half a glimpse into what Vinnie's possibly considering doing next, I would highly recommend you put money behind this current project so he can do the next one.
I told you what the next one is, right?
Yeah.
The next one's going to cost me a significant amount of money if I do it.
And not that the other ones haven't run this risk, but I can see litigious people who are not super thrilled with you talking about this, trying to shut it down. Not that you haven't experienced that already, but if what I'm thinking of is accurate, there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna come out and be like, shush.
I'm becoming more and more of a whistleblower.
Yeah, you're becoming more and more public enemy, number one.
Yeah.
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 So you're gonna want to see this next one. So fund this movie.
Yeah. If I get the money back, the next one, I've already talked to the people I work with. We're going to have to fly around and get footage.
Yeah.
And this sort of
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
To do what I did on this one. And I'm going to have to interview. It's a little out of my lane.
Yeah.
But it's a
But not.
whistleblower type thing where people are going to really go. But when I show you the math on it, so to speak, you can't help but go, never thought of that.
Yeah, this is going to be like a combination of private companies and big government trying to shut this one down.
Oh, I might have to put it on the dark web.
Yeah.
That might be the only place the next one lives. And I might have to go into hiding.
Seriously, you're going to have to be, like Julian Assange back in the day. You can't tell us where you're coming to us from.
Well, look, I mean, I would consider not doing it because, I mean, the other day, Gina, I was 2 blocks from my house. And I was walking and doing a consult, right?
Mhm.
And I guess I talk louder than I think I'm talking. And my hands are doing this, like
Flailing.
da da da
Yeah.
da da. And but when I pass people, I give them a quick wave,
Yeah.
right, and the whole thing. And I gave a guy a quick wave that I've seen maybe one time before,
Mhm.
but he's not a normal neighborhood walker.
Mhm.
And then I did 2 phone calls, so I was out for like 2.5 hours walking, and I'm coming back. I'm about 2 blocks from my house, and this guy passes me again, and he goes, "Excuse me." Right? Yeah. He goes, "Are you Vinnie?"
Ah,
And I said, "Yeah."
who
He
wants
goes,
to
"Oh
know?
my God. I heard your voice when I was passing you like an hour ago. And I'm listening to Adam Carolla right now, and you're on. You're on. Listen, you're on." And I'm like,
You had to be blowing his mind.
it was. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And I'm going, "Oh, yeah. I'm a block from my house," is what I'm thinking to myself. Guy who I don't know.
A guy who hasn't established if we're friend or foe yet.
Why are you around my house, guy that I don't know?
That's so funny. Oh my god. You need a gate.
God.
You need one of those drive-up driveway gates.
I need one of those
This
10
next one.
millimeter air pistols
Yeah.
or
And,
something.
yeah, one of those little bird's nests.
God.
God.
I'm looking out because it's storming outside of my window right now.
Is it?
It's
Oh,
like
beautiful.
nighttime. It looks I might need Noah to come and build me an ark. And
I love that. Well, being in, LA, that sounds incredible right now.
oh, it rains every afternoon here right now.
Oh, I
So
love that.
at any rate, folks, you're going to go to Amazon for a couple of reasons. Number one, you're going to go to get Dirty Keto,
Yep.
right?
Number
While
1.
you're there,
Yep.
you want to check out Gina Grad. I did a little video. It's up on my page at VinnieTartars.com, or when you go to my page on Amazon, because I have an influencer page. Go check that out because Gina wrote a book called My Extra Mom,
Yep.
right?
You did it.
And you can go get it right now,
Yeah.
and you can go over to the Instagram where she has My Extra Family.
That's right. Listen to you.
I pegged 2 for 2. I feel like Simone doing those flips
Yeah.
and landing and
Is he gonna stick
smiling.
the landing?
Yeah. And also, you can check her out at Gina Grad on Instagram
That's a gimme.
and Grain-Free Comfort Food Instagram.
10 out of 10! He's got the goal for the USA, everybody!
Perfect 10. I nailed them all.
Oh, boy, that was exhilarating. Thank
I was on a
you.
roll. So go do all of that. Go do all of that. And on behalf of Gina Grad, my name is Vinnie Tartarich. Put life into living and do it with just a little bit more of Mr. Smokey Robinson.